What's up? Welcome back to the Beat of Life. I'm your host, Bridget.
And I'm your host, Chris Conscious. I'm just that dude. I mean, whatever you want to call me.
Now, today for our show, I'm a little bit excited about this topic. I talk about this a lot in normal everyday conversation because it really gets me sometimes. But our topic, we're going to go ahead and discuss, can you judge a book by its cover? No, not a paperback. We ain't talking about paperback books. In this case, a book is used to represent a person. I like that.
Awesome.
Now, specifically, what we're asking, can you really judge an individual by their outward appearance?
I did.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I am a pro-flower.
See, that's what I'm talking about. But we're gonna get in on it a little bit later on in the show. We got something for y'all first.
Speaking of judging, have you ever been in a interview or some type of, job fair or anything where you just felt like everything was so stereotypical? Not only you are looking at the people in the office environment, but the people are looking at you and judging you based on what you look like. Let's check out this new skit here. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. I'll be right with you.
Here we go again. Always unprofessional.
Shoot. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I have an appointment with Vanessa James.
Okay, I'm gonna go get her in a minute. I'm so sorry. We're having system problems with our phones, and I didn't, mean to be rude or anything. But you can have a seat. I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay. Okay, Sam. You got this. No worries.
Hey you!
Hi, how are you?
Oh good. So did anyone come out of there yet?
No, still waiting.
Oh gosh, isn't that the worst? The waiting, the hoping.
Yeah, it can be rough.
So, what position are you interviewing for?
CFO.
Oh wow, me too! So I guess we should hate each other now, right?
Not at all. Whoever gets it.
I mean, I guess. I was always taught that an enemy comes in sheep's clothing.
Well, I'm not wearing sheep's clothing, so.
Yeah, I guess in your case it's more like cheap clothing.
Excuse me?
That suit. You can't be serious.
What's wrong with my suit?
Nothing. It's just not my kind of thing. I doubt it'll be their sort of thing either.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, are you offended now?
What? No, I'm fine.
Gonna cry about it?
No, I'm ignoring you.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Mind games. Oh, men and their mind games. It's really sad what a guy like you will do to psych someone out, particularly women.
Okay, I'm not psyching you out. I'm just not paying attention to you whatsoever.
Oh, right, because I'm a woman and you're attracted to me or some crap like that.
I am not attracted to you.
Oh, so now I'm ugly?
Okay, that's not what I meant.
That is exactly what you meant. You are trying to kill my confidence right before this interview. Well played, sir. Well played.
Okay, can we just start over? I'm Sam, and you are?
Your hands are really soft, like a girl.
Oh, okay.
Like you've never worked a day before in your life.
Okay.
My hands are rough and manly, like a crocodile's back.
I bet they are.
Your hands are soft and feminine, like all you need are heels and a purse, pal.
Okay, what's your name?
Why?
Because I told you mine.
So? You volunteered that information. Not my problem.
Oh, God.
Oh, and blasphemy, too? You are a real head case, pal.
Okay, just leave me alone, please.
I will.
Good.
No problem.
Great.
cologne smells like the devil's breath, by the way.
Okay, I know what you're trying to do.
And your breath smells like your cologne. Hi!
Okay, why are you doing this? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, is that what you asked right before they fired you from your other job?
I didn't get fired. The company folded.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
What's it to you anyways?
Whew, take it easy, Smelly. I'm just asking a question.
Okay, I've had enough of this. I'm leaving.
What?
You won. Goodbye.
Okay, but Sam,
What?
you got the job.
Wait, what?
You got the job. I'm Vanessa James, CEO.
Prove it.
Okay. You're Sam Vincent. Worked for 12 years at Globotech, graduated top of your class from Michigan State with a BA in finance and a master's in economics. Ring a bell?
But...
Okay, we just had to make sure you had the right temperament for the job. I'm sorry.
I'm so confused.
I know, it's a cruel method, I'll admit, but very effective. The last guy cursed me out.
Oh, I bet.
We just had to make sure that you had the right temperament, and you do. You're even-tempered, steady, perfect fit.
Well, thanks.
And Sam?
Yes?
Not actually the CEO. Gotcha!
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Follow me, let me show you to your office.
Jeez.
Welcome back. Got some great things to share with you. We're going to dive right in this topic. Moving forward, I want to let all of our viewing audience know that prior to our shows, before we post them, what we're going to do is try to post some of the questions pertaining to our topic on our website, which is www.onistv.com, and you'll be able to interact with us about your opinions, and maybe sometimes we can kind of grab them in enough time so we can actually read them on the show.
Yeah. So we're going to take this topic and we're going to look at both sides of the equation, as I say. We're going to also take the middle ground. We're going to look at all situations in this judging topic. So let's look at the yes side.
Of course.
Of course, because I'm one of those that say, hey, I judge folks all the time and I have no remorse about it.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be like, hey brother, what are you about? But indeed, we can judge people by the color. It's not a bad thing, it's not a good thing, it's just something we do. I'm gonna read something that we got off of a website, which is
debate.org.
Right, debate.org. This is a very interesting statement. It says, it's an adaptive survival method everyone uses and has developed. Whether you like it or not, you judge people by how they look every day. It is an instinct we have developed to increase our survival chances. Like that gangster in a crowd, or that thug that's walking down the street, or the small teenage girl that you would, say, hey, let me carry your books, that looks too heavy. We make these judgments instinctively. It's a way of sensing who is most likely to be an ally or an enemy, or likely to harm you as well. No, it's not correct every time, but it is something that is necessary in most cases. So I would say, I kind of agree with this, because whether we like it or not, we say sometimes that, oh, don't judge me, don't do this and don't do that. But the things that we do, the environments that we're in, the things that we wear, how we respond to things, make people, come to conclusions on how they should respond to you, or how they should approach you, or how they should view you, or even think about you as a person and your personality. So one thing that we have to also realize is this is probably the main way we communicate as people, as human beings. It's part of us. Our nonverbal communication speaks most of the time louder than our verbal communication. So
Can I dive in? Are you finished or should I digress? Are you done?
Dive in, daughter.
Okay, so I want to talk about the no side of things. Okay. You can't judge a book by its cover. First of all, people are very hard to understand. I know I am. People be confused about me all the time. I'm confusing. I get it. We're complex beings. A lot of times, what we project out is really not who we are because we're making this facade. We have these walls built up. So we're giving people what we want them to believe and perceive of us. Let me read something that we got off debate.org really quick to you. People are too complex to simplify and judge on appearance.
Right.
Clothes don't tell the whole story. Also, people are very hard to understand. We are complex beings, and there are many dimensions to our personalities, which is so true. And you think about it, and I'm adding this in. You think about it when you talk about being married. A lot of times people say it takes a long time to really get to know a person. That's true, because all through life we build up these walls, and until we begin to start trusting people and what have you not, that's when we come down one notch and it comes down another notch, and it depends on the person. You cannot get an idea of what somebody is by looking at them. By no means can you pass judgment on them. You do not know their story. You know nothing about them, and you should learn before you label, which is so true. Looking at a person, you know nothing. So how can we pass judgment?
Yep. Well, I got something.
Okay, dive in.
I really don't necessarily personally agree with the no side about passing judgment. I just believe that if you're going to do it, just remember they're going to do it to you.
That's good, sir.
You know, so I think that it's important that we judge. I don't think there's not a time that we shouldn't. I just think that we need to use more wisdom in how we judge and more wisdom on when we judge, what we think, what we say, and make sure that when we have these judgments or these assessments about people that they're correct and that they are lining up with what's going on. Because sometimes we can misinterpret things. And then not reacting on something that we interpret instead of it. If we make a judgment, we want to make sure that we find out if that judgment is true before we start treating people.
Follow through.
Thank you. So
when we talk about judging, there are so many things that comes to my head. It translates to me racial profiling. And we all know, again, I know y'all like, man, can y'all quit talking about Trayvon Martin? But I'm going to keep talking about it because it happened. But, you know, it translates to Trayvon Martin with the hoodie he had on. But in other cases, you find out that he was a great student. And some other things. I think he was a great student. He was a really good kid. I think he had some trouble. I'm trying not to put him on blast, but I think he had some trouble, but he was a pretty good kid or whatnot. But all of these things come to my head because if I'm going to a party, I want to dress like I'm the party.
right.
But someone else may look at me and say, that skirt is a little bit too hot. She's showing a little bit too much boobs. So, you know, it translates into a lot of prejudice that we have, a lot of prejudging and preconceptions that we can't really make without really getting to know the person.
Right. So, I mean, there is a middle ground to this whole situation. You know, and that goes back to what we said earlier, which is when to and when not to. How to assess the right way. Like, we look at the Trayvon Martin thing again. This is an interesting. This Trayvon Martin brings up a lot of things.
Yes.
But when you look at the Trayvon Martin thing, we make an assumption about, even with Zimmerman, we made an assumption about Zimmerman. You know, we don't necessarily know it's true. So then when I look at Zimmerman now and I look at some of the stuff that's in the news about him now, we see that, okay, all of this trouble is coming to him based on what people thought about him in that first situation.
I gotta pause you. I have to pause you. I'm going to pause you, actually. Zimmerman, it's clear that Zimmerman has some type of anger issues.
Right.
That's what it's showing us. But it not necessarily is showing us that he was racially profiling him, but it is showing us that the brother got some underlining anger problems and issues. Because he pointed a gun, and it's all out in the news. He pointed a gun at his girlfriend or somebody's face.
Right. So the thing is, I'm not condoning his actions. I'm just saying people have issues.
Right.
And sometimes we tend to blow them up based on our judgments and try to make the person into this big evil person. It just might be a person with issues. I mean, I've had anger issues. Obviously, I haven't put a gun in her, but I've hurt some people in the past.
Brother, are you delivered?
You know, am I delivered? I am delivered.
All right. As long as we're delivered.
But I am delivered. I am.
He's delivered. Let's put that out there.
So, you know, summary of it all, you know, let's kind of be wise in how we judge when we judge.
This is true.
And making sure that the assessments that we make and the judgments that we make are backed up by facts.
Follow-throughs. I love follow-throughs.
Like if I'm gonna think something about somebody, I'm gonna ask.
You're gonna find out.
Hey, you know, this is the feeling I'm getting from you. Is this true, or why are you acting like this?
Right.
Find out why they're responding in a certain way that doesn't
follow through.
Right.
Follow-throughs are great. That was sarcasm. But if you all want to chime in on this topic or any other topics, I will encourage you to visit www.onistv.com. We would love to get all of your feedback and maybe chime back in on some of these topics.
Everyone, welcome back to Mariah's Corner. It's kind of been a minute, right? No, it ain't been that long. But I'm excited to be back and talking, and I love this. It's so fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this too. Let me know. Hit me up on Facebook. Let me just put this in here real quick. Hit me up on Facebook, Mariah Beard. Follow me on Twitter, Mariah Shanira, and then my Instagram is Shanira B. There's so much Shaniras and Mariahs and B's, and I just get confused. But anyways, we have a great topic today. I'm so excited about this because this is so like real. It happens like every single day. I'm pumped, sorry. But we're gonna be talking about prejudgment today. Yes, prejudgment. I'll just shoot right on in. A lot of times, y'all, I can prejudge people. That's just me being full-fledged, just out there and honest, all out there, just put it all out there. I can prejudge people. And I noticed something about, I won't say Christians or whatever. If you are a believer or if you are spiritually inclined, however you like to put it, a lot of times we can kind of confuse that with discernment. See, yeah, I just hit about 5 of y'all in the head and y'all don't even know what just happened. Yes, but we can really do that, and it amazes me because as children of God, sorry, had a brain fart, but as children of God, we can sometimes just kind of get stuff just completely mixed up. Like, instead of discerning someone's spirit, we'll prejudge them and think that we're discerning. We're not. And I can honestly say, where I work at, sometimes people may come in and say, I want to add service. And sometimes I can judge them just by the way that they look. And I'll be like, do you got good credit? Because I don't feel like wasting my time. And even though that's not nice. Like, that's not something that we should do. Not even as a Christian, but just as people in general, human beings. That's just something that we shouldn't do. That's not okay. But we're still going to do that. It's going to happen. You might do it almost every day, or I mean, it happens because we're human beings. It's just in our nature sometimes to do that. But we have to strive and pray and ask God, take that out of me. Some things that, may not be right, take those things out of me. One of them might be prejudgment for me. And so I'm going to make it my business just to ask God, make sure I'm discerning people and not prejudging them on what they look like, their appearance or how they talk and not know anything about them. It's so funny because you can look at a person's appearance and think one thing about them and they can be completely different. Like you might think someone's a gangbanger because they're sagging their pants and they could have graduated top of their class, or it's just amazing how we can as human beings just prejudge people. So this was a really great topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of pick your mind a little bit, but see you later. Bye.
So now it's time for Jesus Jones. Jesus Jones talks a lot about what we've been talking about. So I'll let y'all check it out. Jesus Jones, there you go.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Yeah, I'm so fired up,
I know.
God is good.
Yeah, it's great.
Great, Gil.
Oh, seriously though, all glory to God. It's all true. He's coming back. And when he does, we need to be ready. Mark, you need to be ready. You need to start working out. Do something with your hair. Brush your teeth. We need to be clean and cleansed when Jesus comes. Oh, man, I'm ready. I definitely am ready. I don't know about you, but I hope he comes right now.
Yeah, me too, because I got all that other stuff to do.
Yeah.
You expecting someone?
No, I wasn't. 1 second. Who is it? Hello?
My good and faithful servant, may I come in?
Who are you exactly? I mean, what are you doing here? You just walked in my house like that?
It's me.
Gil, what's going on here?
Mark, great name, by the way.
Yeah, who are you?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus, you were just talking about.
Right.
I am so proud of you.
For what? Proud of me?
Do you want me to say it out loud?
Go ahead. I mean, we're friends. We're best friends, right? Yeah, so...
Anyway, Gil's been praying to me about a certain girl by the name of Tracy.
Oh, that's okay. You can just have a seat over here.
Oh, okay, who's Tracy?
Oh, he's delivered from her.
Delivered, like, how?
So anyways, Jesus, if that is who you are,
I am.
you don't look exactly how I thought you look.
What did you expect me to look like?
I was expecting, kind of.
Church fan?
You know what? Never mind. You don't believe this guy, do you?
No, not at all. Did you set this up?
I didn't set this up. Did you set this up?
No, I didn't set this up.
Let me explain to you. Just calm down. I wrote a book, and I'm assuming that you read this book. In this book, it says that I'm coming back one day. This happened to be that day.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
All right. You know what? That's enough. It's time for you to go.
Sit
Okay,
down, son. Sit down, son. What's the problem? What's the problem?
The problem is, sir, you don't look like Jesus.
I don't. What do I look like?
Because you're... Yeah, it's gonna sound so racist when I say it. Because you're black. There, I said it, Jesus.
I am.
Yes, you clearly are.
I'm black.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't mean it like that. It's not like kind of meant it like that.
I know what he meant. Let me explain to you. I came here for you two. And in a few minutes, I'll be walking out that door that I came in. And hopefully that you two will be joining me. But if not, that's your decision.
Nice seeing you.
Really?
Yeah, you should go. I mean, what if it isn't?
No. Okay. It's impossible. Trust me. I've studied the life of Jesus extensively for over 5 years. This is impossible. It's geographically impossible. It's physically impossible. It's culturally impossible. Trust me. This is a hoax. I don't know how he's trying to do it, but he's trying to get some money out of it. Don't be fooled.
That was pretty convincing, so.
Let me explain to you. You know when I said I was returning like a thief in the night?
I don't know. Why don't you break it down for us?
You know, Gil, you're a bit of a jerk. Anyway, when a thief comes into your home, there's either two things that you'll be doing. You'll either be sleeping or awake. If you're sleeping, you don't even know I was there.
Okay. I'm clearly awake. And I really, 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 really want you to leave.
Mark,
Yeah, you should go.
so be it.
Alright. I'll walk you out. See ya. Toodaloo. Alright. Crazy people. I mean, they're everywhere.
Oh, but you knew about Tracy, though.
Hey, okay, they told me what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And apparently, it's not true. I mean, you live in that bad neighborhood. He's probably your upstairs neighbor.
Oh, okay.
So that's our show for today. We talked about the no side and we talked about the yes side of things. I just want to plug this real quick. A lot of our anonymous quotes. Shouts out to Ms. Ashley Hines, y'all.
Dr. Ashley.
Dr. Ashley Hines. Shouts out to her for the
Dr.
anonymous quotes. And also shouts out to debate.org.
Yes. So, stay tuned to our next show here on ISTV. Don't forget to log on to www.onistv.com. Join the community. Also, make sure you're leaving your comments on each show, each page. This is your wordless conscious. I am just that dude. And we out.
I was 8 years old when I understood sin. When I felt that affectionate touch, and I'm sorry, but it wasn't God's hands. It was hands filled with lust and a lot of confusion. And here I give to you my broken heart filled with contusions, and I'm praying, Father, please take me off this road, for I've been traveling down this road for a little too long. Now hopefully you choose to take me away, and if you do it, I'm cool with you telling my family I'll be okay. But if anybody else have to know, let's just tell them I'm gone. Who'd ever thought I'd see the age of 18? I made it out of that sin, but at the cost of my self-esteem. Now I'm standing in the mirror and I can't see me. All I see is the individual that the people created in me. And I'm praying, Father, please take me off this road, for I've been traveling down this road for a little bit too long. Now hopefully you choose to take me away. And if you do it, I'm cool with you telling my immediate family that I'll be okay. But if anybody else have to know, let's just tell them I'm gone. 21, alcohol becomes my best friend. Maybe you can picture me incredibly drunk and then help me understand how I could live a life full of hurt and shame, and the good Lord Almighty call me and expect me to minister in His name. Again, I'm praying, Father, please take me off this road, for I've been traveling down this road for far, far too long. Now hopefully you choose to take me away, and if you do it, I'm cool with you just telling my mother that I'll be okay. But if anybody else have to know, let's just tell them I'm gone. Several failed relationships and 9 9 tattoos later is how I describe 29. I'm 3 months shy of 30, and God, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm paralyzed. What a stroke. Okay, it's time to let everything go. I was robbed of my virginity, which caused me to lose sight of me, and I tried to find ways to cope, which in turn caused me to run from who I was chosen to be. But I stand before you today because I promised God if He set me free, I'll tell every one of the testimony He's given me. And again, this time when I pray, I say, Father, please allow me to continue on this road. I don't care if I have to travel till I'm gray and old, because I know the day that you choose to call me home, the legacy of I shall will still live on.